Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your man Mohamed Camara, and welcome back to the channel. You already know what time it is, man. In the last video, we talked all about Shopify apps, the top 5 apps you need on your store right now to increase your revenue overnight. If you haven't seen that, check it out. I'll link it up here for you guys. You know I got y'all. In this video, we're talking all about TikTok ads, and more specifically, the problem of it not spending your budget, okay? When you launch your TikTok ads, you're excited. Oh, I'm not using Facebook ads anymore. Let's get these TikTok ads going. You launch your campaign, you wake up the next morning, you go to check, and then you realize it hasn't spent anything. All right, so it's a very common problem on TikTok side, but it's very manageable, and it usually comes down to one of these 3 mistakes, okay? So in this video, I'm gonna give you 3 things that you can do right now to make sure that your TikTok ads are gonna spend for sure. All right, before we get into it, all I ask is that you hit that like button on the way in, Money Mafia. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's get right into it. All right, so the first thing that I would recommend is you're creative, okay? A lot of times people come up to me and they say, yo, my TikTok ad's not spending. Why is this happening? And half of the times I respond and say, all right, what kind of content are you using? Are you just ripping off somebody else's content on the TikTok platform, or are you creating your own? Because I guarantee you 99% of the time, if you create your own content, you know, it's gonna be eager to deliver that to people. So a lot of times, I would say about 90% of the scenarios where your TikTok ads is not spending is because your content is probably not original, okay? I would highly suggest that you create your own content. You guys seen the other videos where I talk about just ordering samples of the product, because that's gonna save you a lot of time and effort along the way. You know, spend $100, get the sample of your product, use it in your home, get some actors, get family and friends to use your product, interact with it, and you know, that's really what it's gonna come down to. The content is more important than the product these days, okay? Stop worrying about finding the winning product and then just trying to rip off somebody else's content, because at the end of the day, it's not going to deliver. And even if it does deliver, in the best case scenario, it's not going to be scalable. All right, that ad creative is going to die out very soon. Your CPMs are going to rise up very high, and it's just not going to be profitable. So the only way around this is to create original content. And I kind of like this. I like that TikTok is doing this because it's forcing you to blend in with the platform. All right, you're not just going to come here like Facebook ads where you could just rip off somebody else's video, edit it, you know, reverse the images, and then, you know, piece things together that way, and then just run the ad again. You know, Facebook would do that and then happily take your money. TikTok is just saying, you know what, we're not even gonna allow this on our platform. So best thing to do is, like I said, just create your own content, man. Stop ripping off other people's content. If you do this, I guarantee you 90% of the time, TikTok is going to spend your budget, all right? The other 2 scenarios, 10% of the time, this might be the problem, is just your ad setup and the configuration of your actual ad set. So let's go into the second thing that you could do to fix TikTok ads not spending your budget. What you could do is make sure that your audience is broad, okay? This is not like Facebook. Once again, you know, on Facebook, you want to get to audiences between about, you know, 5 to 10 million, maybe 10 to 20 million at most. But in TikTok, the content delivers much more abundantly, okay? So you're gonna need your audience to be a lot wider so that your CPMs are still healthy. So what I would suggest is aim for where it says broad, okay? You're gonna have an arrow where it says either narrow or broad, all right? And you're gonna see this in the ad set portion when you go to configure the settings for this. So just make sure that it's set to broad first. If your ad starts delivering there, then the next step you want to do is transition in, you know, any other new ad groups that you do deploy. You're going to make sure that you go from the broad setting and maybe narrow it down by age, or, you know, male or female, or just the country, and you'll see it go to either balanced or narrow. But start off with your ads at broad, okay? That's going to give you the maximum deliverability, keeping your CPMs healthy, and you're gonna get much more longevity and scalability potential. The reason why is because if you just think about how TikTok is set up in the first place, think about it, guys. TikTok, you can sit there in one sitting and just watch hundreds of videos in one go, okay? So, and these videos are short. Some of them are about a minute long, but you can run through these content like nothing. So you got to make sure that your video can be seen by a lot of people, because if it's too small of an audience, you know, it's going to exhaust really quick. You'll never be able to reach the full amount of people that you set on your ad targeting. All right. So you think about it like you're only going to reach maybe 10% of that, the people in that ad targeting at most, because some people don't use TikTok as frequently, right? It's just not going to be delivered to them just based on their preferences and their likings. So you got to make sure the audience is broad. Give TikTok enough space so that it can actually have enough people to deliver it to while keeping your CPMs healthy. All right, that's the second thing. The last thing I would suggest is maybe it's just your optimization objective, okay? Unlike Facebook, once again, you might be making the cardinal mistake of comparing TikTok to Facebook here and trying to deploy ads the same way. And that's why I tell everybody it's not the same, okay? These are two very different platforms, even though the ads dashboards might look a little bit similar, okay? So what I would suggest, the final thing you could do is change your targeting from purchase or complete payment objective to the traffic objective, all right? Don't go with conversions to start off, because what you're basically telling TikTok to do is go and find people who are gonna buy this product, and TikTok doesn't know, right? Especially if it's the first time you're running ads and deploying it, it just doesn't know, right? So the best thing you could do is either run an engagement campaign, or run a traffic campaign. Just get visitors to the site, and as it's doing that, then the complete payment objective ads will start to figure out, okay, well, these are the people coming in, so let's try and target more like that, and then it will start delivering. All right, so I would suggest to change your objectives. Make sure that it's something like less deeper in the funnel, right? Not an add to cart. You can try add to cart first, but alternatively, I would suggest that you run two campaigns side by side, okay? One campaign is gonna be with the engagement or traffic objective, and then the other campaign is gonna be a conversion objective like complete payment or add to cart, right? And have them run side by side and just let it wait, okay? Just let it sit. Let it wait, and give it time to actually optimize and deliver to the proper people. Okay, if you don't see it spending after that, obviously hit up the TikTok support. Unlike Facebook, TikTok support is very, very user friendly, and they get you a response within like a day. Usually if they check on it, they'll like do something in the back end to where your ads will start delivering. And sometimes it's just a waiting period that you have to go through, especially if it's your first time running ads on the platform. Okay, you got to think of TikTok like this. They have two filters. Just because your ad is approved doesn't mean that it's going to get delivered. Once it passes this filter and now has to pass this filter, is the content even good enough, right? Because that's ultimately what they care about. Is your content good? That's why having original content is so important. You have to pass not only the review section of the ads, but you have to pass the content section of the ads, okay? So make sure that your content is good, and it's just gonna lead to a lot of things being a lot better for your funnel later on. Even your customers, they're gonna notice that this content is good, it's original, and it's gonna make them vibe with your store more, okay? If you guys wanna learn more TikTok ad strategies, definitely join my private mentorship program. I'll leave a link in the description. Join Ecom Bootcamp. It's a complete TikTok ads mastery. Shout out to my man Addy. He's doing over $1,000 a day right now, and just one of the few people in the groups, okay? Doing over 600K per month. My man Zach has done over 100K per month. We have a bunch of ballers in there using TikTok ads and actually taking their advertising strategies to the next level. So if you're interested in that, like I said, I'll leave a link in the description with a discounted link just for you guys on YouTube here, Money Mafia. Go in there. I would love to hop on the live calls with you and get your store built out for you, get your ad scaling, and have you doing 100K per month as well. All right, if you got some value out of this video, I would love it if you hit the like button. Okay, leave a comment down below and let me know what videos you want to see next, what questions, comments, concerns you have, and I'll definitely address them in the next few videos. All right, make sure you subscribe, because in the next video I'm going to be talking all about a case study for my store that's doing like over $1,000 per day right now. I'm going to do a case study of how we just hit 300K in total revenue. I'm going to do a total profit breakdown of that, and I'm going to be giving you guys some pointers and some strategies that I've applied to that store that you could go ahead and apply to your store, so you could go and hit those 6-figure months as well. All right, make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss that video. It's going to be a banger. I'm cooking that up right now. All right, and that's all I got for you guys, man. I just want to drop this in here real quick because I've seen a lot of comments talking about TikTok ads not spending, blah, blah. So go ahead and implement these things. I'm sure your TikTok ads will start spending after that. And yeah, when you're ready to scale, hit me up. We can scale together. And that's all I got for y'all, man. Check out this video right here. If you enjoyed this one, you'll definitely enjoy that one too. And I'll catch y'all soon, Money Mafia. Stay tuned. Peace.